Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is Brandon from That's My 216. Hope you're having a great day. It is time. It is time that we rank the top 5 pro wrestlers to make their way into WWE and come out of Ohio. There's going to be a little bit of debate about this list, so give us your comments below and let us know what you think. Let us know who you think should be in the top 5. Let us know if you disagree with the people that we put in there. All right, so obviously not all representatives could make the top 5, so right off the top, I give you some rapid-fire hometowners. Dana Brooke was recently the sidekick of Charlotte Flair, but she hails from Seven Hills, Ohio, which is just south of Cleveland. That's the same city that Abyss calls home. However, the masked former tag team member of AJ Styles was once rumored to be offered a contract by WWE, but he never signed. The current SmackDown Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss, is off to a great start by earning the gold, but is still far too soon in her career to be considered an all-time great. Taking you deep into the archives, Dr. X was a Fremont native who lettered at Ohio State and would go on to win the WWF Tag Team Championships with challenge Bruno Sammartino for the world title in the mid-60s. Perry Saturn saw much of his success in WCW and ECW, although he would go on to hold the WWF Hardcore and European Championships, and Cincinnati's Dean Ambrose is one of the most over wrestlers in WWE right now, but he's not quite had the length of a career yet to break into the top 5, although with the amazing career that he's had with the Shield, it's not a far thought that he may end up in this list by the end of his career. Honorable mention, Carmella DeCesar from Avon Lake, most memorable heel. Before the modern Carmella was fabulous, there was Carmella DeCesar. She was notorious for heat with the WWE Universe as a part of the 2004 Diva Search. Although she would finish the competition as a runner-up, DeCesar was indeed hired along with Candice Michelle, Maria Kanellis, Michelle McCool, and the eventual winner, Christy Hemme. She would fall short in a pillow fight lingerie match, we don't see too much of those in the PG era, against Hemme, and was released a few weeks after that match at Taboo Tuesday. Her short time will be remembered for the tremendous heat that she received since leaving the company. She married former Cleveland Browns quarterback Jeff Garcia. The next big name, Johnny Gargano. Johnny Wrestling, a play on Johnny Football Manziel, is a brand new athlete right here in the WWE. Those familiar with NXT may recognize him as one half of the current NXT Tag Champions. He has not yet gotten his call up, but to quickly give a nod to his illustrious indie background, he has won titles in Dragon Gate, AIW, Cleveland All-Pro, IWC, and was ranked number 51 in Pro Wrestling Illustrated's top 500 singles wrestlers. So here we go. The top 5 WWE wrestlers to come out of Ohio. Number 5, Brian Pillman. For 11 years, Brian Pillman was a lunatic fringe, very similar to Dean Ambrose, so it's ironic that they both come from Cincinnati. In a time that the company was transitioning to the Attitude Era, Pillman was at the center of some of the company's most controversial storylines. Prior to his time in WWE, the Loose Cannon was an NWA Tag Champions with Stone Cold Steve Austin. In fact, it was the rivalry with Steve Austin in which the storyline called for Pillman to pull a gun out on Stone Cold that caused much controversy in the 90s. For his pivotal role in the Attitude Era, we land Pillman at number 5. Number 4, Dolph Ziggler. There's no shock here. He's a proud Northeast Ohioan. It's visible at Cavs games, Browns games, and rocks local hoodies on air often during WWE programming. Ziggler is an adamant advocate for his two alma maters, St. Ed's and Kent State University. Fun fact, Dana Brooke is actually also a graduate of Kent State. Ziggler left Kent as the all-time winningest wrestler in program history. Since entering WWE Developmental in 2004, Ziggler can boast almost every major title. He's a World Heavyweight Champion twice, Intercontinental Champion 5 times, and also the U.S. Champion. Number 3, The Miz. Love him or hate him, this Parma native, The Miz, has quietly piled up one of the most decorated careers of any superstar on the active roster today. WWE Champion, 6-time Intercontinental Champion, 2-time U.S. Champion, 4-time Tag Team Champion, PWI's #1 Singles Wrestler of the Year in 2011. Mike Mizanin is a graduate of Normandy High School and attended Miami of Ohio University. His appearance on The Real World in 2001 led The Miz to his national fame. Since beginning his wrestling career on the indie scene, which is rarely talked about, back in 2003, The Miz has gone from Ultimate Pro Wrestling to WrestleMania headliner. Miz is entering his 13th year with the WWE and still holds a prominent role in the company. Number 2. Al Snow. What does everybody want? Yes, the man that carried around a mannequin head, which in a strange way may have been the original mannequin challenge, we'll say, is a native of the Buckeye State. Tenure alone has Al Snow in rare air. Before joining ECW in 1995, Al Snow had already been in the business for 13 years, starting with Ohio's Midwest Championship Wrestling in 1982. He would garner much of his attention early on in the mid-90s with ECW. Snow remained with WWE on and off air from 1995 to 2007, winning various titles. European Championship, he is a 6-time Hardcore Champion, a Tag Team Champion, by the way, with Mick Foley. And he is still active in the business today. He's currently signed with TNA. Number 1, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Widely regarded as one of the best wrestlers of all time, Macho is undoubtedly one of the biggest names, at least, from the golden era of WWE. Savage grew up in Zanesville and was signed by St. Louis Cardinals out of high school to play baseball. He gave up baseball in 1974 to pursue a career in the squared circle. During his 32 years in pro wrestling, Macho won 29 championships and headlined WrestleMania 4, WrestleMania 5, and WrestleMania 8. Although Savage passed away in 2011, he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2015. His superstar inside the ring translated to fame outside of the ring as well, acting in movies including Spider-Man and Bolt, as well as television appearances on Baywatch, Walker Texas Ranger, and Mad About You. His real-life wife, Miss Elizabeth, was adored by the WWE Universe as well, with their on-air marriage one of the most memorable moments in all of WWE history. All right, so there you have it. Those are our top 5 wrestlers to make their way out of Ohio. Do you agree? Did you disagree? Whatever you feel, give us a comment below. And most importantly, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This is the newest entertainment and sports home in Cleveland, and we talk about Cleveland pro wrestling all the time and get these little conversations going. So be sure to give it a shout. Be sure to stay in touch, and we're going to try and get some events going in the near future for pro wrestling fans in Cleveland. This is That's My 216. I'm Brandon Arroyo, and we hope you stay in touch. All right, later.